We're wrapping up our time here at the Elks Lodge. As you can see, you can't see a thing. It's all white blob to you. We've really enjoyed it here, and we like the Elks Lodge because they do great things for their local community. We've been a member of the Elks for a few years now. It's where we always do our big veteran fundraiser when we are in Tampa, and we will be doing another one in 2026. So it's a great way to find a place to stay without doing the typical campground.
Yeah, and we've been here for a couple days, and there have been people that have come in for overnight and left. We're the last ones standing. This Elks surprisingly has 6 campsites, full hookups, which is really nice. Not all Elks have that. Most of the time they offer just a spot for you to park for the night. Yeah.
But it's great because normally you can go in and have a beer, and shockingly enough, when we go inside, most of the time they buy us a beer. It's just a great community.
We're always hitting Elks for the first time, and once they realize that, then that's when somebody will pony up and say, hey, beer's on me. So we really, really appreciate stopping at Elks and what Elks does for everyone.
So our next stop is a Harvest Host, and we're really excited because we're meeting up with friends.
Now we're going to go from full hookups to no hookups, but it's a winery. We're going to hook up to a bottle of wine, right?
Oh, sure. That's it. Shh, don't tell. We spent a nice quiet night here at the Harvest Host, and the winery is amazing. It is one of the best wineries we've hit up since we've been on the road, and the best part was we got to hang out with our friends from Newstate Nomads. So it was so cool that we were able to coordinate and bump into them and hang out last night. So that is, again, the best part of this life. It's the people you meet along the way. And speaking of meeting along the way, our friends Scott and Christina just passed us on the freeway, so now we are hauling booty, getting this rig ready to go so we can meet up with them at a rest stop. So we got up this morning and went to the gym. There was a Planet Fitness about 10 minutes down the road, so we got our workout in. We were just kind of chilling, taking our time until we got the text. We need to go say goodbye to our friends Howard and Katelyn. We will meet up with them again in March on our cruise, so I'm really excited about that.
That's the best part about all this is it's never goodbye for long. It's like, we'll just see you down the road.
Meeting up on the road.
You can find anybody.
I know, they totally were stalking us, and they knew where we were, but we tend to stalk each other all the time, so it's not new. Since our friendship circle has expanded over the last 7 years, it's crazy how many people we actually get to meet up with along the way. And so Scott and Christina will be with us for 2 nights at the next campground, and we'll leave there and we're going to hit some boondocking.
Can I start the rig now?
Start the rig now.
Okay. So literally the day after we left Red Bay, Alabama, getting some repairs done, getting the slide fixed, our front generator cover flew up as we were going down the interstate at 65. The thing just popped open while we were driving, and now I've got a huge crack in the fiberglass. And of course, we just left Red Bay. There's a crack here too. That one's loose.
It's cracked here too.
They're both loose. No, that's...
Oh, it's dirt.
Yeah. It was fine all day yesterday. So I'm going to tighten these away loose. It's just loose, so I don't know if that contributed to it wiggling.
Bouncing around?
Yeah. I don't know if that contributed to it.
So now what are we going to do about all the cracks?
Yeah, I don't know. There's one there and one there. I don't know how.
It's almost like it bent. The
Like
whole
it-
thing, yeah.
Good. I mean, it's latched in there. Just flew up. Woo! That'll get you awake.
Oh my gosh, it sounded like, I don't know.
Oh shit, dude, there's a U-Haul that's not paying attention. Holy shit, he was on this side of the white line. And now he just cut somebody else off. Literally, he was 3 feet over in the line. I did adjust the locks on it. So we may have hit a hole, and it just caused him to pop. The driver's side compartment latch was a little loose. Oh, these truckers, man.
All right, we're going to get on the road. We'll finish this when we land because it's very nerve-wracking to be sitting here while the trucks are flying by.
Yeah,
it's a little scary.
They are super close.
All right, let me buckle so we can leave.
It cracked it here on the bottom, and it cracked it on the top. So what we're going to do today, take this off. There's 4 attachment points that I have to remove. Then I'm going to put a fiberglass patch kit on the back side of this to stop it from cracking any further. Hopefully that'll keep it from crumbling on me as we continue to travel. And then from there, I've got to figure out how to get this replaced, where to get it painted. Do I have to go back to Red Bay? High winds all the way here. I mean, really, really high winds. And the whole front cap kept moving, and there just seemed like there was a lot of wind and noise coming through. And I don't know how long this gasket, this rubber seal between the dash and the front cap has been loose. This gasket here is supposed to be tucked in here. So I'll have to see about getting this put back in there and securing that so it doesn't pop out again. I figured while I had the hood open and I had access to everything, I would give it a look-see, and then I'd find this vent hose right here. That's got a little crack on it. So that air is seeping out, so I'm gonna have to adjust that as well. So I'm getting ready to mix the resin with the hardener so that we can apply the patch. I am not a professional. I don't even know if this is the right way to fix this, but this is my temporary fix to keep it from cracking any further. Fiberglass patches are on. There was a rib in the center of the cover. Apply just a little bit of the hardener to that because it did look like it had buckled in and broke free a little bit. So every little bit, in my mind, I think is going to help this as we're going down the road. I'm just trying to prevent it from cracking further until I can get this whole thing repaired correctly. So these are the little screws in here, and they've got a square bit type of screw into it that holds the dash down into the front cap and holds that gasket in place. We just realized we're broke because I could push the whole dash up from the underside. We just got all the broken screws out, went to Ace Hardware, got some new ones. I'm going to drill these in, and hopefully I get the dash and the seam gasket to hold and keep it in place. Dash resecured, looks good, it feels tight. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, how about that head? Careful, man. I'm being careful. Yeah, but it ain't going on too well. There we go. Shit. I see the hole. We've had quite a few repairs in Ruby over the last few months, including these new vent fans that we've been testing out. When our old ones went out, we reached out to eTrailer and they sent us these Max Air Deluxe vent fans. We've been testing them and putting them through the ringer for a few months now, and what we really like about them is, 1, they were really easy to put in, 2, they're low profile, and 3, they have a nice rain shield on them. So what I don't like about them is now I have to have a remote to operate them. I can't use my installed switches. They have to be powered to constant 12 volt, which is why this light is on here. But the remote, it's very quirky. You can't hold the remote over here and hit it. It won't come on. You have to have the remote right under the vent fan. Hey, I hit it. You heard the beep? What Max Air should really do is get rid of the remote, install Bluetooth to the vent fan. That way I can use my phone like I can for my AC unit. I bet you didn't know eTrailer sold Max Air vent fans. They sell more than just trailer accessories. They sell all types of accessories for your RV and vehicles. What we like about eTrailer is their customer service. They will help you find the right solution for your situation. They test and review every product that comes through their doors, and they make install videos so that you can put it in easily yourself. We'll drop the link down below for eTrailer so that you can skip the big box store and shop small with great customer service.
I actually drug Phil into a museum today, and look, he survived. He's still live and breathing to talk about it.
You're so funny. I have no choice. I drove.
Well, if you're driving, I guess you didn't necessarily have to steer it to this direction.
It's true.
Unfortunately, we couldn't take you inside to show you all of the cool artifacts we were able to see because no cameras or photography were allowed. So, but there were some really cool old Indian papooses and pottery and a lot of things they excavated here and around the Four Corners area. So it was really interesting. So if you really want to stretch your legs, they do have like 2 to 3 miles of very easy trails. You can walk around and see some of the outdoor exhibits. Where'd the sun go? It was coming out. Ooh, I think it's over there. Let's go over to the rocks. Oh, there it is. It feels so good. This is one of those times where you remember sometimes the little things are the coolest. You don't have to go to a big, well-known tourist attraction to actually find beauty and just enjoy the moment where you are.
This is literally right off I-10. If we stopped talking, you could hear the traffic out there, but you wouldn't know it as you're passing by on 10 that this is even here.
And it's just beautiful. You would love it here. I love it here.
What'd
Phil,
she say?
I don't know if he loves it here, but I'm going to say he loves it here.
Because I'm with her. I love it here.
I'm standing in the Welcome Center, and it's really cool because this Welcome Center was actually built from pieces and parts from all over. So the bar is from 1876, and it's from a building, and it was actually carved by hand. The ceiling, which you can barely see, is from a ladies of the evening house from the 1920s, and the walls, which are redwood, are from 1905. So it is so crazy how they piece this together, and it's a lot of history thrown into the Welcome Center. So let's go on and see what else we can find at this cool little movie studio. The facilities. Oh. Oh my goodness. When I said I had to go to the bathroom, this is not what I meant. So I might need to find something a little more modern than that. The woodwork table and vent hood are from the movie Tombstone. Safe vault you see in this building came from Safford, Arizona, and dates back to the 1880s. It weighs over 3,000 pounds.
This is impressive.
The rifles you see in the gun rack are prop guns used in movies. Prop guns do not work. They are only there for show. Our jail cells were recreated to show you how they were back in the late 1800s. Yes, I'm locking him in. There we go. Phil is now officially...
Don't you lock that.
All right. You better call for some bail money.
Okay, Phil, don't worry. I've got this book of evidence requirements, so I will help you get out of jail here shortly.
Get me shortly. So what
I'm telling you right now, mister, you don't have a chance in hell getting out of there.
57 on this lock. So this is
great.
I mean, this lock is sturdy.
Sheriff Field.
That's right. Lock his ass up.
Oh, here's the handcuffs.
Lock him up, Field.
Ooh, those are wicked.
Dude, that's heavy.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is Human Territory, Arizona.
So here's the mercantile. Let's go on in and we will talk about it. This store itself has been dated back to the 1880s. The original square cut nails were used in its construction. This counter is from an old mining store dated back to the 1880s. Hey Phil, you want to play checkers?
Only if I could bring my dynamite. There's a whole box of it. Oh, the whole thing's moving back.
Oh, that's frightening.
It is frightening, and my abs are getting a workout. Flatten out the top, Scotty. Make sure the top's nice and flat.
All right, so the church and schoolhouse, it was built in 2009 by the production people of the movie Maddie. So the cross comes off, so it's a school and a church.
Oh, okay.
I see the all the church stuff is in here.
Yeah, it's mostly set up for church.
Yeah, the little cord that you can ring the bell. Let it ring. No. Oh, there it goes. Next up, the bank and the land office. The front of this building could be used as a bank or anything a movie company would designate it to be. And then the opposite side of the bank was actually set up to look like an old ranch house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Right down to the white picket fence. So that's pretty cool how they use one building in a movie set for several different uses. So
Go forward.
truck, it looks like.
Old truck.
It looks like Grandpa's seen better days here.
Yeah.
You call them.
Oh, look at the old gas station.
This carriage is repaired over here, so.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God, and the coffin's the Undertaker. Oh.
Right now we're in the telegraph office, and all of this equipment around us is from the 1800s. This is pretty cool to just see some of the things. But I want you to, Stace, come look at these headphones. Look at, I'm not going to take them off because they look like they'll fall apart, but those are early use headphones, and I wish I could read what it says. Those are letters and numbers, I bet
There's
you.
no letter.
Print.
Oh, you
Is
mean,
it from like a newspaper?
Yeah.
no, it's definitely not because there's no letters on them. So I'll bet there are these dashes or these are in a different place
Yeah.
for different parts of telegraph.
So this is another building with multiple uses. The front and the inside is like a telegraph office, and the back is the gas stations. Sorry to say, we are missing a page on this big old saloon, so I don't know if there's any history in here, but I can tell you it's pretty cool. I feel like I should be playing poker and drinking, I don't know, what did they drink back then? Bourbon, whiskey.
And he didn't know what happened to a lot of his brothers and sisters. So we always felt like Dale and Cliff Robertson were some of his lost long brothers.
Oh my gosh. So now Christina is just making up relatives. What, are you hoping that you're going to find some long lost money? Some relative that's going to leave you an inheritance?
Wouldn't hurt.
Oh my goodness.
a great story, though.
Well, in that case, Phil is actually related to Chris Farley. I'm sure there's some money somewhere that he needs to inherit. Talk about off the beaten path. This is a really cool place to visit that a lot of people probably don't even know exists.
I didn't until today, for starters.
This is
But-
not new. Phil doesn't know anything about any place until we show up there.
Yeah, they just punched in the address on the old CarPlay, and we ended up here. But it is really cool to walk down the set here.
If you want something to do when you're in this area, just check this out.
Bring cash with you because they don't take plastic.
I think Phil might get left behind right here if he doesn't stop being so mouthy today. He's staying. I'm going to lock him up. And since there's no keys around, I guess, you know, he's totally screwed because he's not
right.
getting out.
He's here for the night.
It's getting real lippy with the word mouthy.
Grab the camera. I'm gonna lock her ass up right now.